Hey guys, here's Mike here with Grind My Gears episode 2. This week we'll be talking about week 2 of Operation 8 for Gears 5. If you guys like these videos and this one, please leave a like below, put a comment on the video of what you guys thought about this episode today, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't before. And if you want to, go over to the Twitch channel with the link in the description below and give me a follow over on Twitch. You can leave whatever live feedback of when I'm streaming and whatnot when I'm there as well. So today we'll be talking about week 2, and with week 2 we'll get a new versus event. So the last one was a switch between each of the new maps that came out this operation and last operation with control and capture the flag. This week we'll have Vampire FFA. So back to the 14-player FFA, Nashers, and everything else, still with the new weapon of the Marksa MK2. And we'll also get some 3 new medals to kind of go for in this one, granting some stars for the Tour of Duty. They're going to be pretty straightforward and easy to get, free 14 stars really, and free 3K coins. So the first one's going to be complete 5 matches, and then get 50 eliminations, and then do 50,000 damage. You should probably be able to complete all of these within the 5 games, really. Not very hard. Once you do it, you don't have to play it ever again at that point. Next, we'll have the featured Hive, which is the Warren. Another redo of a map, pretty straightforward. If you guys need help, just let me know, and I can make a master guide if I don't have one already out there for you. Next, we do have some server updates this week. Nothing too crazy, but it looks like we have some Pride Omen sets added to the Essential Store. They're removing Ritual as the main screen map behind you, so it's going to rotate again between the different maps that you can have on there. Heroic Baird's going to be added to the Heroic tab, so you can buy him. I believe it's 40k coins for those characters. And then they're also updating the Marksa MK2. So it's just changing the damage outputs and take a little bit more to shoot a guy down but not out in the body. You can still kill him in the head and still has the collateral damage going through with that. And next we'll talk about the store updates that will be in the store next week for the Operation 8 store and for the weekly store. So first in the weekly store, we have 2 new Swarm and Locust dudes to get. So you have the Swarm Desert Hunter and the Desert Swarm Drone. Pretty just lame kind of skins, to be honest with you. Desert skins look really cool on the COG characters, I think, but on the Swarm and Locust that they throw it on, nothing really stands out. To be honest to me, but I'll probably still get it when it comes for the Gears coins. I'm not going to spend the $5 worth of iron to get these bad boys. Next, you have the Hopscotch Loadout Execution Pack. I think this one's going to be really cool. It looks kind of funny on this picture here, where it looks like he's jumping with both feet and about to stomp the head in. So hopefully they do some sort of hopscotch animation of, jumping twice between the legs, jumping with his feet out between the arms, and then smashing the head in at the end. And then next we have a blood spray, which is a taco. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. And then you have the alien mark for that. And then for the featured store, we have Major Paddock brought back. So if you guys didn't get him before, this is your time to get him for 4,000 coins. You had the Museum Legacy set. This is 6,800 coins. I believe these were a weapon set for one of the bundle packs beforehand. So now you're going to be able to get it now for the Gears coins instead of spending money on it. Then you have the Juggler expression. This one's a pretty good one. If you like the expressions in the game, I would pick this one up for the 2,400 coins. And then the last one's just another mark and blood spray. If you care for them, buy it. If not, I wouldn't worry too much about it. But you got the Atom mark and then a trace blood spray. And now we're on to today's criticism. And today we are going to be talking about Capture the Flag and how this is one of the worst game modes that has come out for Gears 5. So before we get too far into this rant, let's first talk about the backstory about Capture the Flag and how it was created at first. So in Operation 3, we had Gridiron. Gridiron was a single life game mode, same style as this. You had the map that spawns in the center, switches every round, and you get 4 points if you capture it. You get 4 points if you eliminate the whole team, or you get 1 point if you hold the flag for the whole round, and it just goes to a stalemate. People didn't like this because it was a single life game mode. They wanted to respawn consistently, so a lot more people played TDM at that point, King of the Hill and whatnot. So Gridiron had a very low player count. So they took it out, after the first operation of bringing it in, and they revamped it. We had a special game mode with this. People liked it. But the problem with that, with the special event where they had this, it was a casual thing. They didn't test it with ranked. So as you know, with ranked nowadays, it is leaderboards, no more Gears points. So people are going to drag out games as long as they possibly can, especially if they can start farming kills in this type of game. And with the new constant respawn of this, that is what you can do with Capture the Flag. So based on this, majority of the maps, the hill to capture this flag point is right in front of your spawn point. The enemy can just sit right there, shoot you with their Lancer, shoot you with the pistol, shoot you with their Gnasher while they're just sitting behind cover. And in 99% of the maps, when you spawn, there is no cover for you to actually sit on until you get to where the enemy's standing at. So it works good in TDM because you have, a respawn timer. And I mean, some of you guys, if you haven't played it yet, you'll say, oh, well, you do get the spawn protection timer in this. Oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Well, the spawn protection timer in Capture the Flag is only 1 second long. So with that, once your screen goes black and you actually can move your character again, you don't have spawn protection anymore. So there was a game that I played where two of my teammates who weren't very good were dying before they even rolled out of the character screen. It was very annoying because we just got farmed for 5 rounds straight and we couldn't do anything about it because the enemy team just sat there. You have 8 seconds to spawn in. It gives them more than enough time to pick up your ammo. And they just held on to the flag and got the 1 point. And then rinsed and repeated it. And it was the worst 20 minutes long of my life. So with this, there are 2 things that I think that we could either improve on Capture the Flag or just completely take it out of ranked game mode and not have to worry about this anymore. So the first thing that I think we can do, and this would be the easiest change to complete, is to change the round timer. Instead of 5 minutes, change it down to 2 or 3 minutes. I think 5 minutes for a Capture the Flag game mode is very long, especially with one that's not like Halo, where it's just 1 round and then you're kind of done. This is multiple rounds, and especially with this farming business, you can farm thousands and thousands of points per round, especially with 5 minutes, because you can set these kills up in 45 seconds to a minute into the actual round itself. I think if you change it to 2 to 3 minutes, you can easily still get the rounds completed because it takes around 45 seconds to get to the power weapons, get your stuff set up, get to the enemy base, and try to score the flag at that point itself. I know in a lot of my games that I play with Capture the Flag, rounds were only lasting 2 minutes and 30 seconds, if that. So I think 3 minutes would be a good point. 2 minutes might be a little bit too short, but I think that's where you can play with this in a seasonal event for this game mode. Last, I think a harder implement that they can try to do than keep the rounds to 5 minutes would be to add how Overwatch plays their games. In Overwatch, you spawn in your base. There's a protective shield around your base. They can do whatever they want to, Gears lore-wise, to put this shield in each of the spawn points. But the enemy cannot shoot into that spawn point, and you cannot shoot out of that spawn point. So you are just stuck in there. And they can have this right now where the normal spawn points are anyways. They can keep the hills the same at that time. And then that way you can at least walk and not have to worry about dying instantly because you won't get shot at until you leave that spawn point. And they could even have you have the second of spawn protection after you leave that bubble. At least that point, no one can just sit around the corner, just aim their shotgun at you, and then try to blow you away type thing, or shoot a boom shot across map and kill you right when you walk out. Gives you that second to kind of move, jump around, do whatever you need to do to get out of that. I know that's going to require a lot of coding and doing whatever, so I don't think that's going to be the most practical implementation for this. I think the reducing the timer in the rounds will be a better. Because it's just a simple, you can do that in a custom game. I don't know why they wouldn't be able to do that in a ranked version of this as well. And I think also, if they do that, they need to make scoring the flag more than 300 points. Currently, if I can farm for 4 minutes, 3, 4, 5 minutes on a team, I can get multiple thousands of points compared to the 300 that I'm going to get for capturing this flag. in a leaderboard where points matter at the end of the game, I'm going to farm. I think they need to increase that point capturing system from 3 to maybe 1 to 1,500 or so. I mean, play around with it to see what a good happy medium is. But just make it where it's more than that, because it is kind of low. So it is also encouraging that behavior, especially if you are versing a full stack and you're playing by yourself. You're probably just going to get a lot of quitters, to be honest. People just Xbox buttoning to the main menu, computer people Alt F4ing out of the game, because it's stupid at the end of the day, really. You can't do it in any other game mode, at least that I can think of, because of how the spawn systems work in those. Control, you spawn in different locations. TDM, at least you can try to get out of it, or they'll just spawn swap you. But in Capture the Flag, you always spawn in the same spawn that whole entire round because of how everything is set up. So that's my rant today. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Hit me up live on Twitch. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Follow the Twitch channel. Do whatever you can. Whatever you do helps the algorithm out to get this video put more well-versed out there. So other than that, we'll talk to you guys next week. Peace out.